going to do a quick video on the blue belt blues, why people get their blue belt and quit. I don't think I have the 100% final answer on why this happens. I just have some things that come to mind on why people quit, just from personal experience running my own gym. Handful of reasons that people quit: time, money, injuries, and it just gets more difficult. So if any of those are the reasons why you're thinking about quitting, I will suggest that this. All of them, you can resort back to why you started in the first place. If you were looking to get more in shape, learn self-defense, meet new people and have a community or camaraderie, stuff like that, keep reminding yourself of that once you get to that blue belt and you feel like you want to quit. If time is an issue, if it's a scheduling matter, talk to your coaches and professors and see if there's any chance in the future they can add this class instead of this one or whatever it is. Or if you need to change your time, your lunch time at work to make class, whatever it is, you can always work around it, or at least try to. And if they don't offer any type of good schedule resolution for you at the gym or work, maybe you should find another gym in your area that has a better schedule that you can attend to or go to class to. I know it sounds weird to quit the gym you're at or leave the gym you're at, but sometimes you got to think about yourself. Don't think about how the people are going to react. If you're honest with your instructor or the owner of the gym, just like, look, I just can't make any of these classes. This gym over here offers this. I'm going to try it out. Hopefully it's a good fit. If not, we'll see if we can work some out in the future. I can come back and try to, work around the schedule. Nothing wrong with that. Next one is money. Money is a big issue because as popular as Jiu-Jitsu is getting, the more expensive it gets. If the membership is an issue, you're having trouble paying it each month, just remember back again why you started, when you signed, whatever, if it was a contract, whatever it was agreement, whatever it was, a liability form, when you did that in the first place, money was not an issue at the time because you're here, you got your blue belt, you've been doing this for a while now, you're still training. Think about why you started. If you hit a snag at work or something, paychecks aren't coming in as big as they used to be or as routine as they used to be, talk to your head instructor or owner of the gym if you're cool with them and see if there's something you can do where you can put it on hold for a while, continue to train, but just kind of put a pause, help out at the gym, help with kids' classes, help clean, mop the floors, whatever it is. I'm sure they will work something out. They don't want to see you leave. They invested a lot of time in you. They gave you a blue belt, all right? People just don't hand blue belts out to keep people training. I know that's a theory, but I've never heard any instructor or professor doing that. Giving a blue belt is a big deal. That professor's name is forever attached to your blue belt now. So they put time and they invested a lot of time and effort into you. They want to keep you staying there, so more than likely they'll work out something. If they don't, then you need to find a different gym because it doesn't sound like a gym you want to be training at if they're not willing to help you out a little bit. The other one is injuries. Injury, especially at the blue belt level, your game is starting to develop. It's starting to shape. You're doing more techniques, different techniques you're not familiar with. Injuries might happen. Or you maybe just be training with the same partner that you don't realize every time you train with them you get hurt. Or it's the class time. Maybe the class is just more intense that evening than it is at lunch, whatever. If you're continuing to get injured, there's probably a common denominator. If it's the same person over and over again, talk to your head instructor, coach, hey, this guy's going really hard. Something you can say to him, try to lighten it up a little bit, whatever. If it's the class time, switch class times. Maybe the lunch class or morning class isn't as intense as the evening. If it's just the overall culture of that gym, they're a competition-heavy school and they just love the intensity, again, you might have to look at finding a different place to train if you want to keep continuing to jiu-jitsu without getting hurt. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're honest with your head professor, coach, whatever it is, they will be reasonable, I would assume. If they're not, again, that's probably a place you don't want to train at. So if those are any of the reasons you're looking to quit jiu-jitsu, I would just recommend to think back on why you started in the first place and really try to find other ways around it. All right? And if it's the mental difficulty part of it, you got your blue belt, now you realize that path to purple is just, it seems so long, you're never going to achieve it. Find somebody else that recently got promoted to blue belt, maybe with you at the same time. Try to set goals for each other. Text each other outside of class. Like, hey, what are you working on tonight? Or what technique are you trying to get better at? Let's work together. Try to get past that next step, right? To continue pushing each other to continue to train. Because more than likely, you're not the only one feeling this, all right? So if there's anything else that you think of as a blue belt and why you're thinking about quitting, leave it in the comment section. Maybe I can try to address it or give my personal experience. Again, I'm not an expert in this by any means. If you guys follow my social media on like Instagram, stuff like that, humor is my go-to. But this YouTube channel, I'm just trying to talk about random things that people are going through, suggestions on what might help, and just speaking from experience. I will say this, though. I never once thought about quitting that blue belt. So if you're thinking about quitting, stop being weak and get better at jiu-jitsu. And also keep following this YouTube channel and follow my stuff on Instagram and all that. Yeah, get better at jiu-jitsu.